If you are a university student or a recent graduate, these are the topics that you need to study in order to improve self-awareness and develop a personal life philosophy. A typical university level course on personal philosophy would comprise of 8 modules. And the first 5 are related to the idea of the self. These are related to the components of the self, and these are mostly theoretical topics. And the next 3 topics, they have huge applications in life. And these 3 topics are money, relationships, and identity. The first 5 modules, they can be broken down into subcategories or subtopics. So for example, self-concept, right? This would comprise of studying the self-concept, different models, understanding personal philosophy basics, and understanding the primal self. The next one, which is self-esteem, would comprise of parenting, understanding the idea of beauty, and self-image. The next one being self-efficacy. This would include understanding the philosophy of education, understanding excellence, understanding self-worth. Next one being self-expression. This would include understanding the philosophy of language, how language is used by the individual versus society. Then comes the philosophy of art, or understanding self-expression beyond language. And then comes social media and understanding the philosophy of attention. And then comes the social self. In this, you have to understand social systems, social capital, and understand game theory. Then comes the applications. In financial self-awareness, you must understand the idea of money, and it doesn't imply you understanding money through numbers, but rather understand the philosophy of money. And then understand work, because most people primarily work for money. And then comes marriage, which is one of the most important personal financial decisions, which must not be driven by money, but has the greatest impact on your financial life. Then you must study relationships, and this includes relationship theory, breakups, what happens when you go through a breakup, because you must be prepared in modern life, and finally dating. And finally, I would say, is the topic of identity. And this includes equity, which comprises of both economic equity and social equity, right? And it also includes an understanding of power. And finally, you must develop your own personal philosophy related to love. Now, these are all the topics that you should study in order to develop your personal life philosophy and improve self-awareness.